All right, welcome back. I'm going to need you to go ahead and grab your laptops or pen and paper, as today I'm going to give you key descriptors and features of the type of properties you want to look for in your first flips, as well as what to stay away from. This episode will be dedicated to the Humane Society, so please remember, thumbs up and subscribe so we can raise those donations. All right, today I'm going to give you a quick list here of things to look for when you're looking for your first property and things to avoid. Now these are situations that I find the buyers are attracted to, and it matters because you want people to want your property and get that thing off the market, sold, cash in your pocket, moving on to the next one ASAP. So here's what we look for. Fully fenced yards. If not fully fenced, at least 3/4 fenced yards. People love that privacy, child safety, and pets. Not having to tie them up, can just let them out. They can roam, play, and they know they're not going to get away. 1+ bath. 2 bath, preferably, even if one of the bathrooms is in a lower level finished basement type situation. But if you can get 1.5 bath and get that half bath very close to or even attached to the master bedroom, all the better. 3 bedroom minimum. Sometimes, especially starting off, lower income, you have to spend, you're going to start with a 2 bedroom property. That's fine. If the numbers make sense, we can go with that. Preferably, you're going to want 3 bedrooms. People are going to want their parents' bedroom, at least 1 child, and then guest bedroom, office, playroom, something like that. We're looking for a 3 bedroom property, 1.5 bath minimum generally. If you can find something with a finished basement, like I said, that's going to help get you low dollar extra square footage on your home. You don't want to build a finished basement because generally the money you're going to put into that is not going to equal enough of what you're going to get out of it. So let someone else have already spent that money. You just have to go in, clean it up, some extra paint, some new flooring. Speaking of paint and flooring, we're at cosmetics. You're starting off here. We don't need to get into any major teardowns here, major builds, redesigning. We just want to find some simple things we can get in that we can do ourselves, pay a little bit of money, get paint, lighting, countertops, maybe cabinets, vanities, toilets. These are pretty much click and buy type things that we just put a little bit of money into it and we get rewarded greatly for them. Now when I say close, I mean close to home. There may be a great deal a half an hour away from you, but that's all that much more time you're going back and forth, working on it, checking on it, trying to find people that are helping you do the work out there. Keep it close. I try to keep it within 15 minutes of my house. So I know I can always get there, get back. If there's a problem and I need to get out there to find a solution, I can do so quickly. Keep it close to home. Type of home. You can buy whatever type of home you want. Generally though, again, starting off, ranches will be your friend. Why? Because you're only dealing with one level to deal with. And if you have to work on some electric, some plumbing, any of that type of HVAC, you or your contractors are going from the basement right up to that first level. Simple, easy to fix, easy to find everything. You're not going to open up walls to move things. Keep it simple. You're starting off, you're not trying to get in over your head and make any losses right away. Mold. Now this might seem like a weird one, but if there's just a little bit of mold somewhere, we're talking a handful of mold, maybe in a bathroom, maybe in a basement. That's going to be common, especially in some type of foreclosure where there hasn't been people moving or living in there, no movement, no air movement, not a lot of light. If it's a small amount of mold, you cut that right out of the drywall, patch it up. Even if it's surface mold, some bleach cleans it right off. It's going to scare people, and it'll even keep people from being able to get loans on it, where you can come in and make that lower price offer, and it'll take you $15 to fix this and improve the value, but you'll save maybe $1,000 buying it. Rubbish. Now this is going to be like personal belongings. if you go to an estate sale, maybe someone that just needs to move right away, you're gonna be getting a demo or you're gonna be getting a dumpster to do your demos and all that anyway. You're already spending that money. They don't wanna have to spend that time. They don't have to spend that money cleaning up every single box, every chair, every piece of furniture. Go in there and say, hey, you know what? I'll take care of all that stuff. You just leave it behind. It'll save them time, save them effort. It'll save you money, which means you will make more money. When I put a cop here, what I mean is, you're looking for a squad car in a driveway nearby in your property. That means you have an officer that lives nearby, and that officer will probably be much more protective of their neighborhood, which means that neighborhood's gonna be safer, it's gonna be cleaner, better. Again, more desirable for people to come in and purchase that property quickly from you and for more money. Last, we have 1960s here. You deal with a home that's from the 1960s on up. It's going to help you when you do go to make those changes you need to make. You're not dealing with older styles. You're going to have more updated plumbing, HVAC, electric. So when you need to add something in, change it out, again, keeping it simple. Now, stay away from these, especially on your first one, stay away from these. These are going to lower your value, they're going to make it harder, they're going to narrow down your clientele. No basement. This might not apply to everyone in every area of the nation. I know some places, they just don't have basements that's common. But if you're in an area where basements are common, but you're the one that does not have a basement, you better get that place for an absolute steal, because it's going to be much harder to find someone to buy it, because you're just taking away all that storage space, any expanding space from them. Foundation issues. To this day, I still stay away from any foundation issues. You're looking at $12,000 minimum to fix a minor foundation issue. $12,000 is about what you want to be spending for everything at this point, not just fixing one situation. Unless you happen to have a company, or your brother or sister or mother has a company, just get away from that. Not worth it no matter how cheap you get it. No garage, no parking. If you're in a city and that's super common again, I get it. But if you're in any type of suburban area, people want to be able to pull their car off the street, and especially when it snows, they want to have something covered. They don't want to be going out there every morning having to take snow off of their car. Get something with at least one car garage and a driveway. Bathroom upstairs. If there's only one bath and it's only upstairs, people don't like that. You have guests over, even if you are downstairs, you're going to spend the majority of your time in the living room, kitchen type areas. And now every time you have to send your guests, or you have to go upstairs, go to the bathroom, it's not well thought out. They did used to do it, keeping it near the bedrooms, but try to avoid that at all costs. At least have a half bath on the main floor. Easement issues. This means when you have a shared driveway, unless that driveway is very wide and really widens out even further when it comes pulling into the backyard, people just don't like this. Let's say you have a tight easement and you need to pull out, but your neighbors have guests over and they've parked in the driveway and they have to go over, you have to knock on the door, hey guys, can you move your car? I'm trying to get in, I'm trying to get out. Buyers don't like it, which means as a profit margin, you're not gonna like it. Now again, I said keep it simple. So keeping it simple means you're not gonna need to be pulling a lot of permits, you're not gonna hire a general contractor. These are things that are gonna just draw more red flags, they're gonna take more time, cost more money, and now you're having to watch over this general contractor who you're paying to work in your house and hoping they're not taking their time and they're not going off doing other jobs. Keep it simple on your first 2, 3, 4 jobs. Just keep the income coming in, grow that wealth, get that cash, you can make your offers. Cop cars. This is plural, cop cars. If there's high crime in your area, there is low value in your area. Okay? If you're looking at your house to buy it and you see that there's a bunch of squads lit up over there by the store or over by a park, that means When buyers come and look at your house when you're finished, they're likely to see that same thing, and they're likely to not even go inside your home and look at it because they just don't want to deal with it. Now, the last thing is going to be any external work that's needed if you're in a place that has bad winters like I do here in the Midwest. So you find a great home, great price, simple fixes inside, but let's say it needs a roof, it needs exterior paint, but we're now in November, December. You're not going to be able to take care of that stuff easily. You have to sit on it, wait for the weather to break, or to find someone to do that kind of work, you have to pay that much more. Roofers don't want to be up on icy roofs, so they're going to charge you for that. It's going to come out of your pocket, it's going to come out of your profits. Okay? Take these simple tricks, use them to help narrow down your focus when you're looking for these first investments.